Hello, this is Corey the Keyblade Wielder. We are back for another commentary. Disney versus non-Disney villains, Part 2, Round 6. Let us begin. First fight up. Governor Ratcliffe versus Admiral Zhao from Avatar The Last Airbender. Fire Lord Ozai decides to send Zhao into the first phase of conquering the world. And Zhao and his forces in the battleship are to attack England just to attack Ratcliffe. It's actually a pretty good fight. I like how you guys are using, it's like they're in the same scene. Okay, I love how you made it look like he's actually spotted Zhao's ship, and sometimes I wish there was a better animation style. I mean, it's not your guys' fault. It's Disney's fault. Like, when they were making a lot of crappy Disney straight-to-DVD sequels, yeah, they even did a sequel to Pocahontas, as you can tell with the footage. But I can understand why you had to use that footage, because it's for fighting, and I like how you made it look like it's Prince Eric's ship is on fire, that make it look like it's Ratcliffe's ship, attacked by the Fire Nation. Whoa! Now Ratcliffe lost his ship. Probably half of his crew also. I guess Admiral Zhao wins. Next fight up. Jasper and Horace from Disney's 101 Dalmatians versus Hak Foo from Jackie Chan Adventures. The description is that David Zanatos is in the meeting with Cruella de Vil, and that Zanatos tells Cruella of a talisman that can help her get revenge on Cobra Commander. And she decides to send Jasper and Horace to go get it. But they are confronted by a martial artist, Hak Foo. Okay, were they eating a sandwich at first while looking at... Okay, how can Hak Foo couldn't Hak Foo just dodge these things? He's a martial artist. Oh boy, he's got the talisman. Plus he names okay, I was gonna say... Yeah, Hak Foo does attacks when the names of attack, like he does jumping and kicking, he does a... Kangaroo jumping... What's wrong with my grammar? Whenever he does attacks, he does a... Kangaroo jumping kick! Or... punching stomach! Something like that. Looks like Hak Foo wins. Next fight, Negaduck versus him from the Powerpuff Girls. And after Negaduck lost to the Gangrene of the crime underworld empire, but now he's been spotted by him, who is in the form of a doll who wants to kill him. And again, I'm not a fan of the Powerpuff Girl villains, and Darkwing Duck, it's still okay. Okay, that's creepy. And a lot of people talk about how him is like the darkest villain ever, the darkest villain, the most evil, nightmarish villain. He's the Satan of the Powerpuff Girls, and I say, I don't care. I don't care if he's Satan or not. I don't care for the Powerpuff Girls. He looks more like an agent than being an actual Satan. And I kind of didn't care for Negaduck, and look, he's got a chainsaw and he's cutting all the heads. I thought, well, that's kind of dark. Who was he originally chainsawing at? And he's got 2 blaster guns. And, okay, I kind of underrated him at first, but now I'm starting to appreciate him. I'm starting to appreciate him as a villain. He's someone you don't want to mess with. Not even Yosemite Sam can mess with this guy. And him, meanwhile, I'm glad him's gone. Goodbye, him. And Negaduck wins. Oh, in the interlude, Oroku Saki is in a meeting with Cobra Commander and discuss the plans to rid themselves of David Zanatos. Basically setting up a trap. And At the same time, Destro is warning Devimon of the situation and says anything happens to Zanatos, she could be the new leader. Huh. It's like Destro is kind of the double agent, isn't he? Now for the next fight. The Señores from Disney's Kim Possible the series versus Fuzzy Lumpkin from the Powerpuff Girls. And description that the Gangrene Gang went into the tropical island owned by the Señores, and they want to propose an alliance, but Senior, sorry, it's a chord, just does not want to join because of their crude behavior. Things about the Señores. I actually think they're pretty cool villains, and here's why. They are billionaires. And they are bored. See, why is that they were rich. They became so rich, they got everything they want, but they were like, okay, we're rich, we got everything we want. Now what? And one of them just decided, hey, let's do evil. Okay, let's go for that. And I kind of like how they chose to go for evil, because now they got everything they want. It's kind of weird, but it's still pretty interesting. Okay, next is this one. The Gangrene Gang decide to get Fuzzy Lumpkin to attack the Señores. Basically, like, trick him into doing it. And again, I'm not really big on Powerpuff Girls, and one thing that confuses me, like, what the heck is Fuzzy Lumpkin really? I mean, is he a Bigfoot? Is he a Yeti? Is he a Sasquatch? Or is Fuzzy Lumpkin a creature called Fuzzy Lumpkin? Is he both named Fuzzy Lumpkin and he is a Fuzzy Lumpkin? I'm just saying, it's just confusing. Look at he's like, okay, that's creepy. He's like the stereotypical redneck. That is scary. Oh look, now he's back to his normal size. Oh boy. And the Señores wins. And okay, I kind of like how he has the Book of Evil in his hand. The Señores wins. Next fight, Warp Darkmatter versus, what are their names again? Oh yeah, Blitzwing and Lugnut. While scouting for territory, new territory for Megatron, they ran across Warp Darkmatter. Somehow managed to take the both giant robots down. Even though they're all giants and Warp is like human size. I still haven't yet seen Transformers animated. I'm still watching things that were used in this tournament. I'm watching He-Man still. I'm on season 1, episode 22 now. Yeah, I kind of figured these two would win, and yep. Next fight, Duff Gilligan from Disney's Kim Possible the series versus Walker from Danny Phantom. And description is that David Zanatos and Draken gave the task to Owen to take on the law enforcer of the afterlife known as Walker, but Owen decides to let Duff Gilligan to do his job. He's getting his own dirty work. I'm going to assume that Owen probably used a portal, like the Ghost Dimension portal, to get him to go to that prison. And yeah, remember when I said how some of the Kim Possible villains are a bit cheesy? Where the one with the Scottish golfer villain? Well, Duff Gilligan is that guy. Plus his golf balls are but bombs, which, yeah, it could be scary. And Walker, I think he's like an anti-hero or something. I guess he's like a law enforcer. He's like the commissioner in a way. And whoa, Walker wins, and now he's a prisoner, the human living prisoner at the Ghost Zone prison. And next fight, David Zanatos versus the Shredder from the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Description is that Cobra wants to have truce with Zanatos in a neutral ground. When Zanatos arrives, only the Shredder showed up and decides to reveal his identity for some reason. They're both showing off their true face. And it turns out now Zanatos knows that it's a trap. That it was a trap the whole time. Yikes. And the Shredder wins. Next fight, Mozenrath versus Devimon from Digimon. Oh, actually, I said Shredder wins, did I? Yeah, I think I said. Okay, yeah. Eric Hellstrom's alliance are known as the Acolytes. And they spotted one of the fragments of an ancient crystal. Oh, cool. But it's in the hands of Mozenrath, and Devimon suggests he shall get it. I watched, I think the first 2 seasons of Digimon, it was pretty good. I guess Devimon's supposed to be like the devil of the Digimon world or something, like the digital world. Because he did say he was like the ruler of the underworld, the digital underworld, that is. Well, now that he's like a living being or whatever, what is he? Is he one of the inhabitants or the courts of the underworld? I'm just guessing. Oh. Looks like Devimon just got Mozenrath almost to the cliff and he's got the crystal. Devimon wins. Next fight up. Mumm-Ra from the 2011 Thundercats versus Scar. In the descriptions that Ramesses wants to test Mumm-Ra's abilities, but Mumm-Ra feels humiliated to question his abilities and decides to take out Scar just to prove it to him. And here's the music that matches the fight. Why would Mumm-Ra want to take out Scar just to prove it? Here's a fight. Yeah, that's the Stampede from the Lion King. That's kind of fitting for a battle theme. Okay, does Mumm-Ra have like a motor car or something? He's an Egyptian mummy. And he's got a race car. What kind of an ancient mummy are you? And, oh boy, Scar's gonna die. I was thinking Scar was gonna die and Mumm-Ra would win. Not even his pack of hyenas could stop Mumm-Ra. And yeesh! It's like, what sorcery is this? Just think of what Scar was thinking. Yeesh. Not even the hyenas can defeat Mumm-Ra. Yeah, Scar's even terrified. This fire is no match for Mumm-Ra. What the? Did you just kill Scar? Yeah, Mumm-Ra wins. I knew Scar was gonna die when I read the description. And not, the hyenas just happy about it now they gotta work for Mumm-Ra? Oh, you bunch of jerks. Scar's dead! To all you Scar fans out there, Scar is killed by Mumm-Ra. Mephiles 1011 Horror Cat Girl, Zomfrio Gamba, and Fattest Cat is... Scar's dead! Guess you're all gonna join the Scar fan base to go out and get like an angry mob with pitchforks and torches at Man 73 Windman for killing Scar. Yikes! And now for the epilogue. Kent Mansley has a security prison to hold all the super villains, I guess, and Jasper and Horace are in there. And that prison was built by Dr. Robotnik. With 2 agents to help him, like, what were their names again? Oh yeah, Alpha and Bishop. And Admiral Zhao has created a blockade around England to prevent anyone from either entering or exiting. And Ratcliffe has 2 recruits, 2 villains from Tarzan, the Legend of Tarzan. And Cruella de Vil is now lost all hope, and she runs into Mock. Kind of makes sense these 2 would be allies. In a way, yeah. But Mock has plans for her. Zero sees that Scar is dead. Huh. And David Zanatos is held prisoner in the Shredder's headquarters. Huh.
So that's what you look like when you're pleased. I've always wondered.
Okay, there you already got where this is going. And, well, everyone's wondering what happened to David Zanatos. Demona decides to make herself leader. And on Planet Z, Emperor Zurg has gathered his own alliance. That was Disney vs. Non-Disney Villains Part 2, Round 6. Plus, heads up, in Round 7, we're going back to the multiverse story. And it's not going to be the CGI universe. It's going live action universe. So yeah, this is Corey the Keyblade. Wielder, may your heart be your guiding key, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe.